try to be more welcoming? Is it up and running now? Can we get a double
Yes,
check?
hi everybody.
Is he doing that high thing again?
Is he talking to people again? What
What's
an
up, Jana?
asshole.
There's not even anybody but just me and Jana and Ezra and that guy. He's not even here.
Yay. I think we are at 48 people in the Discord. I think it
And,
will.
Why?
and 47 of them are your students.
That's not true at all. Less than 30 of them are my students.
What's up?
Who are all the other
Discord?
weirdos? I mean, some of them are us.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm pretty popular. I probably 11 friends.
That's why I've been attached to your coattails for the last 15 years. It's
I thought it
because
was Staples.
Well done.
First of all, Millhouse, I don't wear coats that have tails. Hi, Tanta B. And she's like, do not put me on stream right now. What is wrong with you? You're muted, Zach.
She saw herself on the camera and immediately bolted.
No.
Okay, let's see here.
What?
The first. Go ahead.
Nothing. Go.
That's what a good husband does right there. Round of applause. Well done. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, so go ahead.
I wanted to check in with Ezra about whether or not we had to read the whole book before class today, or just this part.
Yeah, there was an assignment. Ezra put it in. You either did or you didn't. But hold on. You can do that because in a second, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feature the art for today.
Nice. While it's loading, I just want to assure you, Ezra, that I did complete number 3 and secure the booty. Wow,
Very
look
good.
at that.
Look at this thing.
It's very good. I want to put my.
That's really good.
I want to put my battle axe in the back of its head.
Don't.
we need. Okay.
That.
I just want to
It's a
say.
baby.
I just want to say that it needs a name, and I would really like my stream to name this thing. So.
Wait, who made it?
I believe Hannah made this one. You can check the art
Resident
channel.
old lady, according to the Twitch chat.
You can't name it Resident Old Lady.
That's the name of the person who did it, according to the Twitch chat.
Look at this thing's hairdo. I love this thing's hairdo.
Hairdo?
They don't have hair.
Resident old lady says that it's Hannah.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was
Wait,
Hannah.
Is that hair? I thought that was ears and horns.
Well, I don't know what it is.
It's headdress.
Sorry. So every time I click on something else, I can't figure out how to make Discord not do this. If I take my mouse anywhere else, it goes off the stream, which is why I can't put multiple screens up at once. So if you're watching the stream, it keeps going black when I click on something else. But this thing is pretty spectacular, and it desperately needs a name. So we have to name it.
Hannah says it's ears and horns. Does that mean its name is ears and horns?
Oh.
Listen, that joke would have landed in my household.
No, ears and horns is a great name for it.
Aren't you in your household?
Yeah, but none of you are.
That's why it's on the floor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Hannah. That's pretty spectacular.
That's amazing.
Let's
what about
see.
Zippers? What about Zippers the dragon? Kind of looks like it is a zipper chest.
Zippers, yeah. That's not a bad one. It does. Zippers is kind of an adorable name too. So I'm for that. We can put that up there. All right. So we have featured an artist, and now what we need is a recap of what y'all did last week.
I mean, we fought Dragon. It was close, but we killed Dragon. And I mean, let's be honest. Owen killed Dragon with some help from the rest of us.
I'm not even here.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is he? Oh, he's always an 845er. That's right. Forgot about that.
We were able to free the rest of the dragons. We also were able to convince Borgol to drop the lance and stop fighting us, due in part to a well-placed banishment spell from Gelidus, which sent him back to his own plane. And then when he came back, the chain had been detached, which was helpful.
I legit thought you all were going to die when that happened. And only two of you did, so well done.
Yeah, a few of us got knocked down, but we got up again.
This thought stuff.
You ain't never gonna keep us down. And then we
ran back outside to help.
Yeah.
the
4-7
others.
freed the rest of the dragons, and they were able to rescue Hitherth, Zixon, and Pinnacus. Although Rorsis, who, friendly reminder, is Rhymeroth's dad and an ancient red dragon, seems to have escaped because we couldn't find his body, despite him falling in apparent death. And yeah, everyone seems generally alive, although we're all pretty bad off in terms of our general health and well-being.
I think we healed up Appenicus a little bit and some of the dragons, right? I think we
did some baseline healing to just kind of get everyone conscious and able to move. And the last thing that we did is we kind of went into the main war room / chamber of the Dragon Slayer, where there was a huge table big enough for a dragon-sized dragon to actually sit at this like vast conference table, and there were 3 chests at the back of the room with approximately 50,000 gold. There were some magic items on some mannequins, including some armor and 2 weapons. And then I think also, just for flavor, there was a huge fireplace in that room too, if I'm recalling correctly. Is there anything I missed? Anyone?
didn't something happen at the very end? Did we hear a scream or something, or am I making that up?
I don't remember there being a scream.
It's probably one of my children when we turned the stream off.
Kiggy left to find Starlbrind also because, and Gelidus I think is the only one who heard this. Starlbrind yelled for Kiggy during the fight with Rhymeroth, and so Kiggy is in theory somewhere deeper in the layer, helping out Starlbrind. But we haven't searched the layer entirely yet. We also haven't gone back to talk to Borgol, the giant. He's just chilling in the dead Rhymeroth part of the layer. Yeah.
Did somebody heal him?
Rhymeroth? I hope
No,
not.
no, Borgol. Because we know he was in a lot of pain, right?
We know he was in a lot of pain. I don't think we healed him.
So
I can do it.
no, hold on. You left off. Actually, Zerwin, if you wouldn't mind bringing up the Owlbear Rodeo, if everybody wouldn't mind hopping in Owlbear Rodeo.
Oh yeah, sure.
You left off, and you all had progressed to the big room.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Not what I wanted to do. All right.
And in that big room, right? you saw on the far side, right? So this is the left side as you're looking at it now, is a massive fireplace. And on the right side, up some stairs, is a dais with the two chests, which are like full of gold, and a rack of armor, and a rack of weapons. So as you all come out into this room, which is massive, by the way, this room is enormous, and that table is truly enormous. On that table is the woman that had been passed out and sort of badly hurt in front of Rhymeroth when the fight began. It's clear that Borgel, who is also standing in this room, carried her in. And also, as you enter, if you look up, you can see the smaller tokens there. That's Kiggy carrying on her back an unconscious Starlbrand. So, yeah. Owen, you know who that woman is that's unconscious on the table?
Remind me.
It's Faye.
Oh.
Borgel has carried her in and placed her on the table there. Kiki comes bursting, no, not bursting, but like walking pretty quickly with Starlbrand. She looks up and sees the rest of you, and, she looks tense. She brings Starlbrand over to the table and lays him down next to the woman. She gives Borgel the giant kind of a weird side eye, but Borgel respectfully steps out of the way when she gets close. Then she turns to you and says, I have very little skill in healing. I've done what I can for him, but I don't know what's wrong with him.
Hold
on. Can I do a medicine check?
Yes. Please tell me what you have rolled.
I got a natural 8.
That's beautiful. You're not sure. He clearly has been tortured, but none of his wounds seem fatal.
While that's going on, I'm going to touch Faylee and dump some healing into her.
Okay.
I'll cast Healing Spirit on Starlbrand.
Sorry, something just happened. Oh, I just got a subscriber. Oh, that's amazing. It's even someone I know.
Woo.
Okay, sorry. What'd you say you're going to do, Dirk? You're going to do what?
I'm going to cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
I only have it on second level, but that's fine. It's 1d6 and it's a cube, and it does 1d6 essentially. Hold on. Until the spell ends. Heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So yeah, I can do it twice. And I guess we don't have to wait for actions and things.
Okay, so it heals 1d6 twice, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a 1 and a 5.
Okay. The healing does affect them. You can see that it affects them, but it does not rouse either of them.
I'll do a medicine check on Feely next.
Okay.
15.
This is magical in nature in some way. Possibly a curse, possibly disease, possibly something you're not sure about.
While he's doing that, I'm walking over to the table going, "Hey, guys. Hello. Yep.
Can I do a medicine check as well?
It's not working.
Sure. Apicus, who is I just made the shield here, comes into the room behind you.
I got a 3, so I don't see anything.
Yeah, I mean they're clearly
You're looking at a
hurt.
humanoid.
They seem sick.
That is wounded.
Yeah. Apicus walks sort of towards the table and then turns and looks at Kiggy and says, "May I?" And she nods. He then approaches the table and lays his hands on Starlbrand and closes his eyes, and there's some white light that comes from him, from his hands. And when he withdraws them, he says, "There has been some sort of contract for both of these creatures." He does the same thing for the woman lying on the table next to him. He says that he turns to the two of you, or to all of you. If someone who is in some way responsible for someone else's life, a parent, for instance, signs an infernal contract, then if the parent refuses to pay, sometimes the child can be held responsible and their soul can go in a sort of limbo. That's what's happening here, and he holds his hands over the woman on the table. Either her parents or someone who is responsible for her life signed an infernal contract. Their payment did not come, or it was in some way altered recently, and now she's in some sort of limbo. He then turns and holds his hands over Starlbrand and says, "This one was most likely forced into a contract or tortured into a contract, which means it's not going to be binding forever. And eventually, the forced contracts are not binding. So either the gods will intervene or the power will wane and he will be free again." He then comes over and sits in one of the chairs, looking exhausted and battered. Which he probably is, given that he just fought an ancient red dragon.
I turn to Ezra and I go, "You're telling Starlbrand's father about this."
Sure. Looking forward to talking to him again. Could I do an Arcana check to try to gauge like how potent the magic is and whether or not I might be able to dispel it?
Um, yeah, I mean, you have some experience at this point with infernal contracts, right? Like, this ain't your first infernal contract rodeo, and you have seen them dissipate poorly.
Yep.
I guess I'm just not sure that your character would be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen what happens when this gets screwed up, and now I'm going to try it on my friend." Because, the last time someone literally exploded all over you. Remember that?
Yeah, well, that's part of why I wanted to do the check rather than just going for it. But yeah, I agree with that assessment. All right.
Is my necklace glowing?
It is not glowing, no. I don't think
Kiggy,
I don't think it senses.
It doesn't
It
sense the
doesn't.
contracts, but it
No.
would sense if there was somebody around.
Yeah.
There's nobody around that we need to worry about. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because I know how much you want to have combat again tonight.
Kiggy, was there anyone else where you found Starlbrand? Maybe a Kender or a gnome?
Yes, they're in a cage. I did not free them.
Are they all right?
They seem well.
Okay.
I told them that people would be here soon.
Okay. I think
Is that
maybe
further on this one?
Why? Who's coming? Oh, us. Sorry.
you were saying, Jana.
Is it further on?
Yes.
All right. So
All right. Gelidus and Owen, I'm not sure if there's any more healing you might be able to give the people in this room who need it. Otherwise, maybe we can go rescue Follides and Gelidus's dad.
Why don't we go get them out of the cage first?
Yeah, given the nature of the effect, I don't think I can do anything.
Very good.
The giant has gone over and sat down in front of the fireplace. And Kiggy has decided to sort of just hover over Stalbrand. So, is the party going to continue on from this room, or?
Well, are we leaving someone behind to protect Starbrand and the others?
Well, I mean, I think Kiggy's going to stay, right?
And Borgle's here. And
Have we established that Borgle isn't going to, eat anyone?
Let's take a second for that. So Gelidus and Owen, you two mentioned a giant in your dream, and Ezra looks in the direction of Borgle. Is this the giant?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe so.
Hey, guys, do you want me to just read his mind?
I don't think we're quite to that stage yet, but let's keep that in our back pocket.
Okay. I can
Um,
just read his mind.
no,
Have any
but
of us really talked to him yet?
not really. I think before we even got to that stage, I wanted to ask if maybe there's anything else that we should know about that dream and the giant in your dream. And like,
We promised to help him,
okay, you promised to help him.
so I'm going to go help him now if I can.
Sure. Owen, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
We'll split the party, and everyone else can go rescue the others.
Sure. Whatever's good for everyone.
That works for me.
Borgle, do you remember me?
Are you going to walk over to him?
Yep.
So, and we're all heading out this door.
Yep. Borgle tired.
Borgle, I know you're tired.
Borgle sad.
I know. We're here to help you. I'm going to reach into my pack and pull out some food. I remember you were hungry.
Oh, Borgle's so hungry.
I'll hand him some of my food.
Oh. He reaches out his hand, and you notice again that his hands are completely black. Unnatural, sickly, vile black. And the nasty, sick, like disgusting rot is traveling up his veins, up his arms. His fingertips are extremely black. His wrist is kind of a grayish, and then these lines taper up his arm of some sort of infection, perhaps. It's hard to
Is
say.
he poisoned? Does he look like he's poisoned?
So when you look at it, it does look like a poison, but it also doesn't look like any. It looks like it's been moving so slowly. Like a poison should move at like the speed of blood flowing through your veins, and this looks like it's been slowly crawling from his fingertips for months or months.
So do I think a lesser restoration will fix this or no?
You doubt it.
Okay.
This looks like something that's been, layered and layered and layered on.
Maybe you need some Epsom salts or something.
Borgle, I'm going to stay with you, okay?
Borgle hands hurt.
I know. We're going to try to find some way of helping you.
It's the eggs.
We're going to try to help you, okay? We made a promise. I'm Owen.
Sitting down, he's about as tall as you are, so he kind of looks you in the eye and says, Owen, friend.
Yep, I am your friend.
He gives a little tired smile. And then he like stares back into the fireplace.
I'm going to take care of you.
But Borg'll want to go home.
We're going to find your home. We're going to return you home. We got to fix your hands first.
Eggs hurt hands.
Eggs hurt hands.
Yes.
Did you have to handle the eggs?
Yes,
Did you
that
crush
my
the eggs?
job. No, I carry eggs for a nice lady. He points to Phaley. Rhymeroth make me carry egg.
And the eggs hurt your hand?
Eggs hurt.
Yeah. Okay. So do you guys want me to stay behind or go with you?
Looks like they left you.
Okay, sweet.
All right. I gotta put markers up here. Let's see. Let's do this guy and this guy. So this thing here. Hold on. This thing here is actually not a. It's a lava pit, but it's a forge, right? So there's machinery all around it. And you can see that it's been used for crafting dragon metal. And actually, right here, but I can put a marker there too. I don't have one handy, but like right here is another war machine, just like the ones that you saw. It looks like it's almost complete, but it's missing some of the markings on the outside of it. Hanging from a cage and also chained by the neck are two figures, a kender and a gnome. Indeed, when you walk in, Yaren recognizes Gelidus and stands up and walks over to the bars. Gelidus, is that you?
It is, Dad. Gettles goes running over.
Gelidus. Oh, guys, I'm so glad to see you. This is Fodley's. Fodley seems a little out of it. They've both been like maybe malnourished and dehydrated, but there's no wounds on them.
Here, we'll get you out of here. We already dealt with Rhymeroth.
Rhymeroth, is he dead?
Fuck yeah! I yell.
Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. I'm so glad you're okay. Is your mother okay?
Yes, she's fine. And Wonder, for the most part, is pretty good too.
The armies. How did they survive? How did you get here? How did you kill Rhymeroth? What happened? Fodley's now has like kind of come to a little bit and it's kind of stirring.
Let's see if we can get you both down, and then we'll regale
Can I-
you with the tale of our triumph.
Yeah, can I roll to? Well, first of all, are there any keys around that are easy to find?
No, you can see that the cage has a simple lever system on the wall.
Okay.
That looks like it lowers it up or down. You're not sure how you're going to get in the cage once it's down, but getting it down should be pretty easy.
All right. I'm gonna work on getting the cages down.
Yeah, you just pull the lever and it's one big cage, and it just sort of like slowly as it hits the stone floor. You
Alright.
realize also that part of why they're so dehydrated and like look so shitty is because they're right next to the fucking lava pit, which powers the forges.
Can I
pull out
pick the lock?
Sorry, one at a time. Go ahead, Jana.
Can I pick the lock?
You can try and see your roll. What'd you say, Zerwin?
What do I roll?
Could I give the help action to allow Jana to roll with advantage?
Yes. Jana, there's a skill you have for that.
Well, it kind of has to be custom built, actually, if you haven't done it already.
Yeah, I don't know how the tool, because it's technically a tool skill, right?
Yeah.
And not just a sleight of hand roll.
Correct. It's thieves' tools.
So I have those.
And you should
Right.
be proficient
Hold
with
on,
them.
hold on, hold on. Sorry, hold on. I know where it is.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, this is a new thing.
Oh, I see. You can add custom skills here. I
Yeah.
gotcha. While you're doing that, I pull out a
It'll be
canteen.
+8. So if you just roll
Yeah,
a d20 and add +8, you'll
well,
know.
it's basically sleight of hand, right? That you're doing, and you're going to add your tools to it. So yeah,
All right.
+8 is exactly right. No, +8.
Yeah, +8.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you get to roll twice and take the higher.
Okay. The first roll was 11.
Total?
Yes.
So
All
roll
right.
again.
Okay. The second one is 25.
That'll do it. It pops off. You can see that the chains around their necks are just hooked to this little ring, and it looks like when they come out, someone takes the ring and like attaches it to the forge, and they can sort of walk around and work. Feel free to do that if you're an asshole. Otherwise, you can try to figure out how to get those chains off their necks.
Yeah, they're not the same kind of arcane collars that were on the dragons, right?
No, these are regular iron.
I pull out my canteen and give
Yeah, let's give
Fodl
them some
use
water.
my water bottle.
Can I roll to unlock the collars? Like to get those open?
Yeah, these are a lot easier too.
Okay. So the same thing.
Yes.
Uh, 17 total.
Good.
And 22.
Who named Dirk the Sloppy?
Been like that for weeks.
That's funny. Okay. Yes, they come off. No problem. Giving them water really helps. Whoever did that, well done. They sort of like come alive a little bit. Fodley's recognizes you all. She's like, "Oh yes, you're the ones who brought me from the house. I kind of wish I'd never left that basement."
We actually kind of feel the same way. Sorry about all that. We definitely feel responsible, or at least I do.
Well, weren't they coming for her?
They've been trying
probably
to find her for weeks.
they might have found her eventually, but they'd been looking for a long time.
Well, they showed up at her house, right?
She was in a secret hatch in the
Oh, that's right.
farmstead. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Do either of you know where the eggs are kept?
Excuse me.
We did see Rhymeroth move some eggs into his chambers.
Are those to the south of here? Ezra
Yeah,
looks.
there's a pair of huge double doors that are that mark off that room to the south.
Okay. All right, folks. How time sensitive do you think that the eggs are? I'll voice this to the group. We already know that Rhymeroth had a sibling who came back as a death dragon. I have a little bit of concern that there is some level of risk that Rhymeroth comes back as a death dragon. But if people have ideas about what's the most time sensitive thing, let's do that first.
So when
Let's get
the
everybody
map
back to the
isn't
main chamber.
so when the map isn't updating again.
What's that?
Yeah, that's better.
Updates on mine. It's so weird. I just have to click into it, I guess. Okay.
While we're back here, do we just want to go south into the chamber? Yeah.
We could take a quick peek.
I want to do the eggs right now. The gods were very specific.
Very good. If someone has a strong opinion, I'm glad to follow that.
All right, move your characters down there. You're going to go to the big double doors. They are closed.
Can I check double doors for traps?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Something about closed doors.
Sorry, that's investigation.
Yeah.
Derwin, are you coming with us?
Yeah, I'm going pee over here.
7 total.
You don't find any traps.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, okay.
Fire tonight, guys.
The doors are closed. They do not look locked.
I guess I'll go and open them.
Okay.
I pull my axe out. And I'm right behind him.
Okay. Everyone can make a dexterity save as a fireball launches out from the ceiling onto your position.
I thought you said there weren't any traps.
It must have been very well hidden. 5.
15.
Thank God I'm still resistant to fire damage.
28.
Everyone
Get an
who
8.
makes the save will take 25 damage. Everyone who fails the save will take 50 damage. That's fire damage.
You said
I'm
just
dead.
a dex save.
Dex save.
Dirk
21.
down.
I died again, even with fire resistance
That's right. So did I.
and making the save.
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
I
and you definitely hear what sounds like a fucking fireball explosion.
Can I do the thing where I half the damage?
Yeah.
Evasion?
Did you failed the save?
No, I made it.
Then you can actually use your ability to take no damage.
Okay.
Possibly using an ally as a human shield.
Yeah, you duck behind Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk. Dirk, don't move.
Don't worry, I'm fire resistant, and then I die.
Between the two of them, is there one of my two friends who have collapsed who look worse off?
We're both very crispy.
I take off running.
I'm gonna try to do a medicine check on Gelidus to stabilize him. That's a thing I can do, right?
You can.
Wait, can I do that too?
I'm gonna use an ability. I'm guessing a 7 is a fail, so I'm gonna use one of my sorcerer abilities to re-roll it using a sorcery point. Come on, better roll. 12.
Okay,
Cool.
so
I can look it up, Bill, if you want.
yeah, that'd be great. Owen, when you come around the corner, you see first Fodley's and Claren, and then in front of them, gathered in front of the doors, which are now open, a very crispy pile of your friends. Dirk and Geldis are down. I'm guessing everybody else is hurt, correct?
Other than Jana.
You took no damage?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you take no damage? It's saved for half.
Yeah, but we talked about this last week. Rogues have uncanny dodge, and so
right.
if they pass a dex save, then they take no damage instead of half.
Oh yeah, that's good. So basically, Jana walks up and is like, "Hold on, guys, don't be idiots. I'm gonna check the door for traps, you fucking lunkheads." And she's like, "Let's see. No, we're good. Go ahead. Yeah." And then a
everybody
huge
dies.
flaming ball of fire shoots down from the ceiling, and she vaults out of the way. It's like, wow, that was close, huh, guys? That was close, guys.
Guys, right, guys?
I mean, to be fair, on my searching, I did roll a 1. So it got up
Oh.
to 8 with my like extra. So sorry.
Very fair.
Sorry, everybody.
To be
Tell
fair.
that to my corpse.
Yeah,
Really
let's
values fairness.
try to get Dirk stabilized too now. Does anyone have? Is anyone better at medicine than I am?
I have some medicine I can try.
Owen,
Yes.
you have run to the group. Is there anything you would like to do?
I am dumping a single point of healing into Gelidus.
Okay. Very good.
I'm gonna say, "Wake up, old boy."
Oh. What the hell happened?
You fucked up at a cook-off, apparently. Get up.
Terrible day for the spicy oranges.
Oh, you're spicy, but not so orange anymore.
Yeah, I'll try a medicine check on Dirk to try to get him stabilized.
I think I'm just gonna start by casting Aura of Vitality.
Yeah, that sounds better than my 9.
So let's see. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura to regain 2d6 hit points. So for a minute, I give every player 2d6 hit points every round. So 10 times 2d6 hit points.
That's fucking great. You want to roll
And
it,
it's recovery,
or do you
not
want to take
temporary.
the average?
It just says
Recovery.
to regain.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
so-
temporary hit points.
but only one at a time. Like you can only pick one, or you can pick as many
That's
as you want.
everybody That's everybody within
Every
a radius.
round, every 6 seconds I can pick another person within 30 feet of me.
Did you roll
It's
the
10 rounds, so it could be each of us twice.
Yeah. I can roll twice for everyone.
Or you can roll twice once, or you can take the average of 6. It's up to you. Or you can roll twice for everybody if you feel like doing that.
Okay, Zerwin.
Yes.
You heal 11.
Oh, he's using those computer dices.
Feel like $100.
Gelidus, you heal 23.
Wow, nice. While he's doing that, everyone, look what I found today.
Beautiful.
Ezra,
Just
you
a
heal
random
13.
D20.
That's
Thanks,
not
boss.
a D20. Look again.
It's a D30.
That's a
Upside
D30.
It's upside down.
Oh.
I'm gonna buy you a nice seafood dinner once we get back to Wonder.
Jenna, you heal 16 if you're down any.
Thank you.
What the hell uses a D30?
I do.
I'm gonna have to look that up now. What game system uses a D30?
Dirk, you heal 18.
Yeah, I noticed I didn't get a D30 in my dice set from Cass.
This is a shamocracy. No D30?
Is everyone all right?
I'd like to point out this is the second time in as many games that Owen has pulled your bacon out of the fire. Literally.
All right.
Are Dirk and Gelidus still down?
No,
Are
we're
there-
No,
not.
they're up.
Okay.
We'll try the door again.
The door has swung open, and now that you've all like kind of been like, oh god, that was terrible. You look inside, and there is an enormous pile of gold and jewels that look like it's been spread into some sort of nest.
Are the eggs somewhere in all those gold and everything like this?
Well,
just
so the doors
treasure.
sort of open like this, so you can't really see what's along the walls here. But once you step into the room, you see on either side there are 6 eggs on either side.
Wait. Should we check for traps going into the room?
I like that idea.
Sure.
I get the danger awesome points ready to go.
Well, we can all
Okay, 25.
investigate, right?
25. Yeah, no, there's no traps here. Well, there was a trap here. You found that one already.
What do we think is going to happen if we coup de grace these eggs? Are they all going to explode?
So hold on just one second. Everyone, if you could do me a favor, instead of making me move your characters, when you want to do something on the map, if you could move yourselves in, that would be super helpful for me. So as you step into the room, this room was very warm, warmer than the other rooms, except for when you were standing near the pile of lava. The gold pieces are arrayed in this nest studded with diamonds and emeralds and sapphires, almost as if like Rhymeroth, when he slept here, sort of curled in this big, ball like a dog or a cat. The eggs on either side of you are quite large. They're dragon eggs, but each one of them is black and obviously in some way cursed or poisoned, or they smell kind of bad, almost like rot. They don't move or pulse, but there's like a gnarly sort of vicious aura coming off of each of them. And you have a really strong urge to not touch these things. It's like a self-preservation instinct. They are aligned on either side of the wall, as if sort of put there kind of hastily to be out of the way. Go ahead, Zerwin.
Can we tell by looking at them that they're tied to Orgel's like hand poison? I mean,
why don't you make an intelligence roll if you want to try to tell this thing
oh,
together?
yeah, no, that'd be great. That's
It's his strongest attribute.
yeah. What would that be?
It would be intelligence.
Yeah, just a raw intelligence roll.
Oh, just raw intelligence roll. All right, well, 6 probably won't do it. What's a 6 gonna get me?
A headache, probably.
My thought, folks, is that we move all of the golden gems out of this room and then from a distance get rid of the eggs. How do we feel about that?
Do we know whether we can purify these eggs?
I mean, this is the question. We swore a pact, though, right?
You can. So both Gelidus and Owen aren't like being native to this area. You can make me an Arcana or History check to see if there's ever been any stories of purifying eggs.
15.
On which?
Arcana.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that the methods by which these things are twisted are not reversible.
We could. I mean, we know Alzior, nature versus nurture. Like, he turned out all right. Do we want to have an hour and a half long ethical discussion about what's the most appropriate course of action?
I just don't want to piss off the gods.
The gods were pretty specific.
What did they say? I couldn't see or hear anything. It was dark.
They said smash the eggs.
Very good. Let's do that.
Chew.
Do we want to try like shooting them with a magic arrow or something before we get close?
We could use arrows, we could use spells. I think anything that we can do from a range is fine, but in case they do blow up, we probably want to move the golden gems out of here because I would think we might want that. Although we should probably check and see that that's not trapped. I mean, it looks like a dragon's been laying on it, so there's probably no traps, but just to be sure.
Keep in mind this room is like 160 feet long. It's quite large.
Yeah, I feel like that would
Oh.
take a very long time.
Okay, well, then, yeah, let's squash the eggs.
Do you want to throw a fireball at them or something? Maybe that would work.
I could. Some of them might be resistant to fire damage, but I could.
I mean, there's no guarantees. It's all experimentation right now.
I was going to use cantrips one by one because, who knows what's going to happen on our way home. I might need those spells later.
Fair.
The idea of the magic arrows. Also, I'm curious.
I mean, we might as well save them. We were specifically told that they would knock out Rhymeroth's magical abilities. I don't think we need to use them on feudal draconians.
But what if Rhymeroth's magical abilities are part of what's doing the egg thing?
Ezra turns and hits one of the eggs with a sorcerous burst of psychic damage. Would you like me to roll damage?
Nah, we'll say it works and you blow one up. It's sort of like oh, so have you guys seen Prometheus or the Alien series where one of the things like pops? That's what it looks like. Like a black ichor, like, and then the kind of like gnarly half-formed draconian fetus thing spills out on the ground. It's
we
really
can do
gross.
That from a distance.
That's super gross. Maybe I'll just try shooting one with an arrow.
Yeah.
Me too.
We take 30 seconds to knock out all the eggs.
Do you want us to roll for the arrow thing, or can we just shoot them?
Nah, they're inanimate objects. If a hero misses one with a bow and arrow, that's kind of on you. So you just basically splat them all.
Nice.
It's really disturbing and vile, and you feel really nauseous.
It smells bad, doesn't it?
Doesn't smell great either. Yeah.
Well, we did it.
Good
I
job.
actually feel quite good about that. All right. Should we what I would suggest we do next is we go back to Rhymeroth's body, see if we can get any intact and particularly chromatic looking scales off of his body that we can sell once we get back to the Radiant Citadel. And then go ahead.
Can I call a point of order on the gold situation? Are we just leaving it here indefinitely?
Good call, Derek. Also, your camera's not on.
Well, Wonder could probably use it to rebuild, and there's no way we can take all of this with us back to...
Actually, I don't think any of us have do any of us have a bag of holding?
Our bard did.
So unless there's a bag of holding in this treasure...
Yeah. Actually, your party does have one because your bard did have one. And I said when he left that you guys could have it. But it is a good point that someone needs to actually put it in their inventory and keep track of it. So it's going to have to be Zerwin, Geldas, Ezra, or Dirk.
I'll do it.
Dirk, you have a crowded inventory.
I do have a crowded inventory.
I'll do it. I keep mine pretty orderly. I do.
I don't even have fucking pockets.
Notice how we didn't let the rogue even have a chance of having.
Well, it's because she joined us halfway through this.
Sure, that's the reason.
She wasn't there when Barley left, but I'm gonna go with your reasoning on that one.
You're a bunch of classist bastards.
So
this is discrimination.
Can Can we take 10 minutes to scoop all of the gold and jewels into the bag of holding?
Sure. Who's gonna do that?
I'll do it.
I'll help.
I'll hold it open and scoop with one hand.
Okay. So Ezra, Gelidus, and Zerwin are doing this.
Sure.
All right. I would like the three of you to make perception checks, please.
Wait, I want to help.
Right, I was doing it too.
I
wanna
rolled
do
a
it.
1, but I'm a halfling, so I get to re-roll it.
15.
23.
Okay. Ezra, as you get down to like the last couple hundred gold pieces that you guys are kind of scooping in, you notice like a strange faint outline of a square on the floor that is not the same size and shape as the stones that this is cut out of. It looks like possibly trapdoor ?
All right, folks. Ezra tries not to look too excited. If you look at the floor there, there's a square that's a different color. Do you guys think that might be a trapdoor?
Ooh, maybe they're hiding another Fodley's. Let's go.
I'm gonna check for
I
traps
suggest
again.
we get out of the room.
Hey,
Before what?
you guys are getting good at this. Okay,
Get
so
out of the room, everyone, except for Jenna and myself. I will stand next to her.
All right, fine.
I don't see why you would trust me with that.
Ezra
Well,
backs
I'm
up.
actually just giving you a bonus to your dodge right now if you fuck
Thank
up.
you.
Right. Oh yeah, the bless. We should have brought you along, Owen, just for the bless.
18.
there is no trap on this trap door. It's just got a hinge. It looks like it was right under where he slept, so maybe he felt secure about it.
Okay, so I'll
Armpit security.
open it.
Okay. Inside is a what is very clearly a documents chest, right? So it's like a wooden box that is the size and shape of basically paper. It does not have a lock on it, and it looks like you can just open it if you'd like.
I'm gonna grab it and bring it out to Ezra.
Okay. Ezra, you have a
I'll open
box.
it in the other room so that I don't kill him, just in case.
Wait, how
right.
big is it?
Yeah, how big?
Bigger than your back, but it's like the size of a small suitcase, let's say.
A dossier. All right. Is it locked? Does it have a lock on it that I can see?
It's not locked. Jenna already opened it once.
Oh, okay. Let's open it again.
Inside,
Fireball.
fireball. Everyone, DC 20, dodge. No, I'm just kidding. Inside are papers. Everyone here, except for Jana, probably immediately recognizes them as infernal contracts.
No.
Business papers. I'm unemployed.
How many of them?
And what do you do for a living, sir? I'm
I'm
unemployed.
unemployed.
It looks like there are in total 3 contracts.
Oh, that's not that bad. But so each contract is big, like 30 pages or so each or something like that.
They're extensive, yes. The first one, I don't know. Well, hold on. Actually, time out. You can only see one right now. It's the one on top.
Oh,
You can
okay.
tell that there are enough papers here to be several contracts worth.
Can I recognize the language that they're written in?
They're definitely written in infernal, demonic.
Okay. Okay.
And the first one has Rhymeroth's name on it.
No,
We're-
no.
I'm going to close this and we will bring it when we go back to the main chamber. We'll bring it with us. Right? Is everyone in agreement about that? We won't touch it.
What's
We'll
in
talk
the
to everybody
box?
else.
What's in the fucking
There are
box?
What's in the
There
box?
there are infernal contracts in there. The first one has Rhymeroth's
What's
name
in
on
the
it.
box?
It's written in infernal. So it's
Sucks.
yeah.
Was ist in the box? And
Do you want me to explain it to you in German?
yeah, please.
I'm sorry, I don't speak German. I
Neither
speak
do I.
Draconic. I think it's related.
I speak in the Sprachen the Elvish.
Okay. Nothing else in this room, huh? That's exciting though. What? There was nothing underneath in the trapdoor. There was nothing underneath these contracts.
Like a false bottom.
Pregnant pause. No. All right. I think at this point, maybe we go back to the main room.
I agree.
Yeah.
As we're walking, Ezra will say again, "Hey guys, I'm a little worried that Rhymeroth could rise as a death dragon, and also we probably want to get some scales off of his body that we can sell. Do you think we should do that pretty quick here?"
I looked for scales. I didn't see any.
His whole body was covered in them.
What?
Not balance. Scales. Scales.
Like a dragon's scales, like like the armor scale mail.
Oh. You know what? That makes a lot more fucking sense. All right, let's go.
And there it is. A 6-month-long joke finally pays off. Everyone, that was your punchline. Oh man, you really committed to that one, and I really appreciate it.
It's beautiful.
Was it?
Okay, I appreciate anyone who commits that much to anything. Okay, so yes, you're all back in the main room now. Borgel looks up as you approach. Eggs gone?
We destroyed the eggs.
Egg smash.
Leave now?
Soon.
Very soon.
We have a few more things to do.
Point of order. Zerwin, you last had the Dragonlance that Borgel was holding. It's really too big for you to just carry around because, it's 3 times your height. It's not too heavy for you. It's just like too bulky. So you got to decide what you want to do with that thing. Kind of like.
Oh, I thought I dropped it while we were outside.
Okay, so it's out on the front area.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure because it's not a thing that I can lose track of. It's like an important artifact, so I have to know where it is. So it's with the other dragons right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone hide the artifact from Bill.
Don't fuck with me, Kyle. I control reality.
I didn't even do anything.
All right, so
trust me, I'm worse than you right now.
Okay, here you are in the room again. Nothing here has really changed.
Hey, Ezra, since you got the bag of holding, apparently, do you want to go get that gold over there on the dais there and maybe check out those weapons that I get first dibs on?
Yeah. Can we go check out the? Yeah.
So
maybe
again,
all of us go together so that I'm not. It doesn't look like I'm hoarding everything to myself. Dirk.
I'll go help you load up the bag if you want to hold the bag.
I'll cast detect magic.
Oh yeah, there's magic over there.
None of these are magical. I'm kidding.
Ezra, you're going out. Can you guys move your characters if you're going to go over and help?
Yep.
Can I check? I want to check for traps before anybody touches anything.
Sure. Where?
On
the chests?
There's 3 chests, right?
Yeah, on the chests.
Sure. Go ahead. Just tell me what you rolled.
20.
Yeah, there is a fireball trap on this chest. The first one.
Okay. You guys, this has a trap on it.
All right, everyone out.
Wait. Hold on. What about? I want the weapons though. Do any of these weapons look cool? Is there a trap on the weapons?
You don't know yet, but there are some pretty fucking cool looking stuff on that rack. And the suit of armor that's on that rack is like gold inlay with studded with emeralds and rubies.
Janet, do you think there's any traps over here on? Look at those rubies.
Look at his face. He's gonna pop.
Let's collect the items that are not touching the chests or a part of the chests and bring them with
Well-
us. Dirk, do you want to grab those?
Let's
Wait,
check them
wait.
for traps.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
let's-
maybe we should just check those two first.
Everything.
You want?
I've been barbecued twice today, so 3 strikes.
Okay, so what are you checking next for traps?
The other items that are not. The
Okay, so
chests?
let me just explain to you what's on this dais. All right.
Okay.
There is on the left side as you're facing it, there is a like sort of dummy that's holding an entire suit of armor. Right? On your
That's
right,
Dirk, who's already picked
Yeah,
it up.
there it is. Yes,
Come
thank you.
on,
Who does it look like it
just
fits?
check it already.
it's definitely human sized, so it could fit either Owen or Dirk. On the right side is a rack of weapons, and then there are 2 chests in between the 2 of them. Both like over, like the lids don't even fit all the way down. Is how much gold is stuff in them.
It's comedic.
Hmm.
What do you think, guys? Should I check the rack of weapons for traps?
I can check it
First-
all.
That really
Yeah,
spiky
we're gonna
one,
check it
did
all.
they just
Everyone
strap
out
it?
of the room.
I'm just gonna check all of it.
We search every 5-foot square for traps.
That
Zeman.
was 20.
Okay, so what did you check second?
The rack of weapons.
The rack of weapons is not trapped.
Heck yeah, that one's mine. I point to whichever one's coolest.
And then I rolled a 9 checking the suit of armor.
The suit of armor is not trapped.
Does being able to check for traps include? I assume this includes knowing how to disarm them without.
Yeah, well, it's a separate roll, but yes, you can
Yeah.
disarm the trap on the chest if you'd like to try. So the last thing
Okay.
to check is the second chest if you want to check the second chest.
I'd like to check the second chest.
I point my shield at it while I stand next to Jenna.
Look where Serwin
Thank
put
you.
himself on the map. He's like around the corner. It's like a 200-foot room. He's like, I'm hiding around the corner. All right, what'd you roll for the
That was-
second chest, Jana?
18.
The 18. Hold on. Did you find anything on the second one? A tie goes to the successor. You find a trap on this one too. DC 18.
Okay. Okay, so what do I roll to try to disarm them?
Are you proficient in the trap tools?
That's a good question. No. I don't have trap tools. I have thieves tools.
Is
Are they
these
separate?
tools, or is it a separate set of tools? I can't remember.
I'm gonna make it the same set of tools because to have it be 2 separate things is kind of silly to me.
So you have a +8 then.
Okay, so
Just
D20
D20
plus-
plus 8.
Wait, you're gonna do that right now?
Dirk, you should back up.
I was gonna. Can I get the
No.
weapon that I
back
called
up.
dibs on?
Nope,
Back up.
she's done it. Roll. What'd you roll?
Oh God!
Oh, I rolled a 3. So that would be an 11.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
You're
Can I use danger awesome points?
if you'd like.
I think I have enough points.
I like the slight ASMR we're getting from Galadus eating chips in the background. No, it's atmospheric. Like, what's gonna happen?
Building,
Jana's like, Galladus is
Notice like eating popcorn.
Like right in your
Um,
ear.
and
Oh,
saying,
not
I
that.
hope she didn't miss this piece of thing that I found. That's hers.
Very helpful. Okay, so the second time I rolled 17.
Okay. You disarm the trap.
oh, Jesus, don't do that again.
Don't
Well, there's
disarm
like
the trap.
there's
Don't-
like 2 more traps, right? Like I got to do this again, right?
Well, let's
If you'd like.
clear this. Let's clear the stuff that is not trapped before we try the.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so who's gonna touch what? Where?
Can we
Show
hold
me on the
can
doll.
Show us on the doll
Can we
where
do
you pillaged the treasure.
can we do like checks to see what we think they do, or do we need to hold them to do that?
Okay,
We
so
need to take a short rest and
To
spend time with
attune,
them.
yeah.
hold on.
To
So
cuddle
on the
with
weapons,
these things?
on the weapons rack, there is a long sword. There is an axe that literally looks like it's built for a dwarf. There is a bow, a long bow, and a quiver, and those are the 4 things on the weapons rack. Then there's the suit of armor on the other side.
I'll grab the axe.
Okay. As soon as you touch the axe
Oh no.
with your hand, you know,
What did you think I was going to touch it with?
you know.
Do I have another option?
Yep, you have many, but I'm not gonna let you go there. So,
Swing low.
Tongue in it.
so as soon as you touch the axe with your hand, with your finger mitts, you know immediately that this thing is called the Axe of Dwarven Lords. You hear whispers of like 1,000 voices, like that you can't quite make out, that sort of like fade to nothing. It feels really good in your hands.
Oh,
Is
Why did he make
are
a noise?
yeah.
Oh god.
Okay,
yes.
so what? Hold on. This is important. What other magical items are in your possession right now?
So I have a great axe +1, which is not magical, right? It's just
It is magical.
That's magical.
okay. So I have a great axe +1, and then I assume that my keening over pendant is magical.
Also your hat.
My
Your-
hat.
the
Oh,
crown
my
of-
and my
Crown.
my crown of Dwarven Kings, and I assume Gramnor's message tube is magical.
Mm-hmm.
Graham Nor's message tube is a terrible band name.
That's a great
Uh,
band
It sounds
name.
too close to Graham Norton to me, so I just picture like it's a tube with a little Irishman in it.
Graham Norton's message tube.
It's a
that
little message tube, and it gives you messages. It's very lovely.
that looks like it. So the great axe +1, my pendant, my keening over pendant, Graham Norse message tube, and that's it.
Okay, roll me a d4, please.
Okay.
If we lose the crown over this,
A 1.
Okay.
do we lose the crown over this?
No. When like as you're holding it and that like really good feeling like washes over you, there is like for just a second the whispers turn into a scream, and then you feel like a pulse of like quick pulse of energy, and then your other axe shatters into a bunch of little pieces and literally explodes, peppering everyone with a shard of the axe, which is going to have everyone take damage. Everyone is going to take. I rolled a real dice this time, everyone. Everyone's going to take 6 damage.
We don't have any. There's no saving throw for that.
Yes, I will let you roll dexterity to have it, which means probably Jana will take no damage and the rest of you are screwed.
What's the difficulty?
It was almost a 19.
These are kind of small pieces, so we'll say the difficulty is a 12.
I got a 6, so I take 6 damage.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
I got a
24.
God,
got a
I'm sick of this
14.
place.
So I'm
25.
taking 3.
Anyone dead now?
stop it.
As Ezra's bleeding heavily all of a sudden, but not dead.
All right.
How are you bleeding heavily?
All right, so I can remove the great axe from my.
How much
Oh,
healing
yeah,
do you need,
it's-
Ezra?
Does not exist anymore.
I mean, I'm fine. I just there's only so many of those I can take.
Okay. And I don't. So hold on, I gotta add this.
I'm
in.
dumping 15 healing into Ezra.
All right. Thanks,
What is
boss.
What was the name of this again, William?
Axe
This
of
is
Dwarven
called
Kings.
no. This is called the
Dwarven
axe.
Lords.
The axe of Dwarven Lords.
Of Dwarvish Lords.
Dwarven Lords. You know also immediately that this thing can summon an earth elemental familiar once a day.
What the shit?
So Zerwin's going to be riding an elemental into battle every day.
Sorry, once a week.
Once a week,
That's different.
Ezra's going to ride an elemental into battle. We got to be
I mean,
prepared
Ez-
for that.
It's also
Ezra's
Sorry, Zerwin.
also in terms of game mechanics, it is a +3.
Okay, so
Woo!
axe of
So can
You-
I have the sword now?
You also know this. It will eat any other magical items you are carrying one by one, slowly, because it is a jealous artifact.
I was going to make that as a joke. I'm really.
Okay.
Okay, does anybody else want to grab any of the weapons that you see?
Plus
There's a
3
lot.
acts of jealousy.
How do I do? How do I? Sorry, I can do this afterwards.
Yeah, you might have to manually input that. So there's a
Well, yeah, I am, but I don't know how to do it +3, so it adds it to my. So it adds it to my thing.
So there's also a longsword, a longbow, a quiver, and a suit of armor. The suit of armor looks like it will only fit either Dirk or Owen. It would possibly also fit Jana. It'll be a little bit big, but obviously it's useless for her.
Well, if it's magical,
All right.
it'll resize.
Also true. You don't know if it's magical.
Oh, and do you want the armor, or should I put on the armor?
I'm wearing pretty good armor, just mundane.
Okay. Well, those rubies.
I want you to have what you want.
Bill, I'm sorry.
like-
Can I want to confirm I got this right. There was a longsword, the axe of Dwarven Lords, and then was it a bow and a longbow, or just the one
A
longbow?
longbow
All
and a
right.
quiver.
Derek, you're the only one who uses a longbow, unless I can switch.
You can use a longbow. You just haven't been because it doesn't fit you as well.
I mean, I'll grab that longbow. I'll grab it right now. I got hands that touch things and give me sensations and exhales.
Okay.
Wait, Bill, did you say it was a lesser earth elemental?
I said it was an earth elemental familiar.
Okay.
You're going to have to find out exactly what that means. Okay, it is a longbow +2.
Wait,
Anybody want my longbow?
I want the longbow.
I don't think Jana is proficient
No.
with longbows.
Yeah, I don't think
It's a
she
martial
is.
weapon.
No.
Rogues
Which
aren't proficient with
I
martial
kind
weapons.
of, I don't know,
Enjoy it.
like crossbows to me are a little more complicated than a longbow.
No, that's
You know?
dumb, and you can absolutely use a longbow. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
I've literally taught archery. Like, there's almost no difference between the size of a bow and how you shoot it.
But he hasn't taught
plus
crossbowtry.
The only difference
There you
is
go.
like how difficult it is to pull back. What's your strength? What's Jana's strength?
It's a finesse weapon.
That's
9 minus 1.
Yes, she is a strength of 9.
that's
Can't you use
average
her-
strength. It's totally fine.
Can't you use her dexterity and just like do a handstand and use her legs? You know, like those people on YouTube.
Yep.
There you go.
That
You
seems
can
like
use
that
the
would be-
bow because I said so. So Dirk doesn't want it. It's up to you guys. Whoever wants the bow can have it, but only one of you can have it.
Jana can have it.
Okay.
Thank you, Dirk.
It's a longbow +2.
Dirk wants the longsword.
How do I make a weapon so
Not
I can
all
like
of them.
actually attack with it?
You have to equip it.
I
Hey,
can't. It
Dirk, I
won't.
think that longsword is for you.
All right,
It
I'll
might
grab
be
the
for Owen,
longsword.
but I'm pretty sure it's for you because I think that armor might be for Owen.
That's kind of what I thought too. So I was going to get that sword. So I'm going to get that
Give it a
sword.
try.
It's really
Get that
nice.
sword.
If you pick the sword up, it's very nice. It feels really good, and it's +2 longsword.
Does it summon any electric things?
No, I mean not that you know of.
Cool.
It's a
That's
+2
cool.
sort of eels. You swing it, it throws eels at people.
For great,
It's blunt
great
on both sides,
distances,
but it swings, it throws eels.
electric eels.
Electric.
Electric eels or
Boogie
more?
woogie woogie.
What does the quiver look like? Like, what does it have any
Good
defining
question.
features?
Yeah, do you want to pick it up and look at it?
I mean, sure.
So
I can't use it.
yeah,
Can you
it's
use the trap on it?
you can. It's really it's leather. It's a leather quiver. It's got leather straps on it. It's polished and it's ornately like engraved and carved. And all along the sides are like these beautiful flame, like this flame work. It looks like fire that goes all around the outside of it. It's really pretty.
Jana, this quiver's got the flame decals. That means it goes faster. You can
'Cause we're
probably
orcs.
use this. I'm guessing maybe if you use the arrows out of it, they turn fiery or something. What about that
Um,
armor over there? What kind of armor is that?
You get mark down a new quiver in your inventory. You
okay.
could write, I don't know, fire quiver or something.
Okay.
Anytime you pull an arrow out of it, it becomes a fire arrow or an arrow that does fire damage. Okay, the suit of armor.
What's it look like?
It's steel that is inlaid with gold and silver. It is beautifully wrought. It's got some gems, rubies on it.
Oh, and does this look a little too auspicious for you?
It does look like a magical suit of trying too hard.
I'd like you to have it.
You want me to have it?
Yes, please.
This is obviously a death trap.
Do you want me to put it on first?
You're gonna fit in the elbow.
Yeah, it'll be hilarious.
Then yes, I do want you to try it on first.
All right, take the armor.
I guess I'll try it on, even though it's totally not my style. Is it normal armor?
It's yeah, it's not even actually when you put it on, you're like, oh, this is like ceremonial armor. I really shouldn't even wear this in battle.
I take it off and I feel gross.
It's probably worth something though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, Zerwin has a real good sense of the value of that piece, and it's an expensive piece of suit of armor.
But since it's made of gold, it has no AC value.
Right.
Yeah, kinda.
Can somebody stronger than me carry that?
We can put it in the bag of holding.
Sure.
That we definitely have now.
Yep.
I put on my normal clothes again.
But they've been cursed by the ceremonial armor. Sorry.
Then I get a free Frogger.
You get a free Frogger. That's good. But the Frogger is cursed. That's bad. But it
That's
comes with
bad.
sprinkles.
That's good.
Those sprinkles are poison.
That's bad.
Okay. That leaves 2 chests worth of gold. One of them has had a trap disarmed on it. Do you want to open the one that you've disarmed and look inside? That was a super hesitant yes, Jana. But you do? You're going to open it up and look inside?
Yes.
Okay. You open the lid of the chest, and even though it looked like it was stuffed, like it could barely close with like pieces of gold inside, it's actually empty. There's nothing in it at all.
Can I do an investigation check?
Sure.
Natural 20, so 26.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in this chest. The only thing you could think of is it was an illusion.
What the fuck? All right.
The gold was an illusion?
Looks like it. Hey, come fuck with this chest so you get blown up.
I wonder if that's what's going on with the other chest. What do you guys think?
Probably.
Oh, I didn't tell you how much was in the other pile yet, but you'll have to count it. But because otherwise I will forget, the hoard that was his nest had 50,000 gold in it. And Zerwin could tell you that there was another 30,000 gold worth of jewels and gems. Sorry, back to the present. Doodly-doo. There's another chest here. You know that it is trapped.
Ezra moves back.
I stand next to Jana again while she unlocks it or does whatever.
How about the rest of you all back up as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, I'm gonna get behind Galladus. Zerwin, I assume you're... Yeah.
Okay.
Not behind you, Peter.
This is the D20 plus 8.
You got it. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Ah!
But with the thing, it's a 7?
Yeah, but it's a natural one, wasn't it?
That was.
So the 10.
What's
10
the
reroll.
saving DC on that?
Yeah, you guys gotta roll a dex
I'm-
save.
Ooh.
I'm spending 10,
Oh, those two.
Hold on.
10
Oh.
daps.
Oh,
There it is.
Daps to Dana. Jana. Reroll that.
What?
re-roll it.
Thank you.
I like how prodigiously y'all use your danger awesome points.
14. Wait, sorry. 22.
Okay. You have disarmed the fireball trap.
Thanks.
Isn't being a rogue the best?
It is the best.
I like how I didn't just die. That's pretty cool.
I like how I didn't die too.
You chose to stand next to me, man. I don't know.
I'm doing that to give you a +4 to everything, so
Very nice of you.
I know. I don't want you to die because you're a rogue and you are made of, paper.
Galladus.
Made of wishes and giggles. All right, the trap has been disarmed.
Okay, I'll open the chest.
You know what's funny about this chest is that when you open it, there's nothing inside. It's
Uh-huh.
just an empty chest.
But is the chest worth anything?
No, it looks like, well, yeah, sure, absolutely. Who doesn't need a good chest?
I reach into the chest.
Yeah. Your arm goes into the chest. It's amazing that there's a space inside that you can just put your arm into.
Maybe it was invisible gold, motherfucker. I don't know what's in your crazy mind.
Is there anything under those two chests? Any more trapdoors?
I don't know. You want to go over and lift the chest off?
No, Ezra shouts this at the people that are still on the dais.
Sure, I'll check under it for
I'm
trapdoors.
delegating.
The chests are heavy and large, but you can move one. And if you do so, you see that underneath them is stone.
Galladus, there's a lot of jewels in this bag of holding. I believe you said earlier that you might need or could benefit from gems of a particular value for some of your spells. So remind me later on to to sneak you some of these, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. It's diamonds, by the way.
There's also a
course,
fairly
it
good
would be.
chance that this is also a fairly good chance he already has one in his pocket. So we're just gonna throw that out there.
That Galladus has one?
Yeah.
Diamonds are Galladus' best friend.
Yeah, he's also a Kender.
I don't know how they got there.
Joke
Just
never
you
gets
guys.
old.
Bill, is my axe considered a great axe? Is it a dwarven great axe?
Yeah. Battle axe? I don't know. I haven't looked at the thing. Is there a difference? I think there's a difference.
I think a great axe is D12.
Yeah.
It is. So
No.
this is a battle axe.
Yes.
Battle axe might be versatile, so you could maybe use it one-handed if you want.
Yes.
It is versatile.
Yep. It's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Yes, Dirk?
I go over to the giant real quick. And I sort of like put a hand on its prodigious shoulder. I'm like, hey, we just so you know, we killed all the eggs in there. The eggs are gone, so no more eggs.
We leave now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But Borgo want to
Yeah.
leave Bad Cave.
Yeah,
We'll protect you,
me
Borgle.
too. I died twice here, so I would like to go.
You look
Borgle.
good for die twice.
Yeah, I die a lot. Don't worry about it.
I worry.
Borgle, where
Oh,
are you?
little thing.
Where are you from? Everyone say hi to Haley. Hi, Haley.
Hi to Haley.
Hello, Haley.
You've just been doxxed.
All right.
Borgle, where are you from? How did you come to Kryn?
Oh, I'm from beautiful mountains, hills, trees, stream, water, fish, swim, climb, hunt, green, cave. Oh,
He's obviously gotten his hand on a Home Depot magazine.
Mean woman, trick Borgle, sign paper.
How did she trick you? What did she offer you?
Woman say, Borgle have all fish and all deer and all bread could eat ever.
But it didn't happen.
Well, fish and deer and bread back Borgle home. Here nothing. Mean woman, lie! And he smashes his hand on the ground and winces in pain.
Can you tell us what she looked like?
Human.
Did she give you a name, or what did people call her?
He shrugs, shakes his head.
I stand in front of Phala.
Wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Nice lady.
Good.
Nice lady, nice to me.
Oh, I pick her up, by the way.
Must save nice lady too.
Yes, I agree. I sling her over my shoulder.
Did she say, Borgle, did she say why she wanted you here? I'm guessing it was to handle the eggs, but...
Borgle
what
come
did she
here, Rhymeroth make Borgle egg handler.
Because you got strong hands.
Strong. These look like such strong hands.
Ezra walks over to Opinicus, and says, Rhymeroth had a brother who we encountered earlier. I think we may have mentioned this when we first met you. He rose as a death dragon, and I'm worried about the possibility of Rhymeroth's corpse rising as a death dragon. Is that something that we should be worried about?
He has to have a contract somewhere. You have to find it.
He did have a contract. We found it.
Is it still intact?
Yes.
It should. Are you certain that he's dead? If he is dead, then that contract should have burst into flames, unless there's a cause about what happens if he dies.
Okay.
You guys hear at that moment something roar.
Told
down
you
the
guys he was
cave.
going to turn into a death dragon. Kept on saying it.
All right. Before we get in there, is there any more healing that anyone can do for those of us that are really low? I think maybe Dirk might be the worst off.
What's Dirk at?
I can
18?
do.
15, excuse me.
You're at
I do that.
15.
I'll do that aura vitality, which does that 2d6 per person per round. So that's what
And
Owen used previously.
that's going to take a minute, though. Do we have a minute?
It's going to take us a minute to get to where Rhymeroth is.
Just stay close to Gelidus.
Yeah, if we're all heading down there, it's going to take us a minute to get to his lair.
I don't need it either, so you know.
Okay. Ezra could use a little.
Um,
I take it we're moving quickly, but kind of healing up as we go.
Appinicus says, "Wait, the contract. Where is the contract? You said you found it.
I have it.
Give it to me.
All right.
Give it to
Casting,
me."
Detect Evil really quick.
Okay.
At him.
At Appinicus specifically,
Yeah.
he's definitely not evil.
Okay, I'd like to insight check him before.
You insight check him, and what happens is you gain a memory from being in the maze and encountering the door with Appinicus on it.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say to you?
He said I have to do what he says.
This sounds like the fulfillment of that moment.
Okay. Hand it over.
Ezra opens the box and holds it out and says, "There may be more than one contract in there. I would presume
Just
Borgo's
Rhymeroth's,
contract
he
is in
says,
there."
and he like pulls it out and he's flipping through the pages and he finds like the top pages and he pulls it out and he walks over to the giant fireplace and he starts speaking in Elvish. There's no fire lit in the
What's
fireplace.
he saying? Because I speak Elvish.
Yes, good. Anyone who speaks Elvish can understand what he's saying. He's incanting some sort of spell and calling on the gods for favor, specifically calling on Paladine.
I got a dirty 20 on Arcana. What the fuck? Is this a legit spell or is he doing douchey things?
Oh no, this is legit. And this sounds like old magic. And
this magic is wearing depends.
As he makes it to the fireplace, he tosses the sheaf of papers into the fireplace, and as soon as they hit like the edge of it, they all burst into flames. And then the roaring that you've heard stops.
I did that.
Collapses like exhausted onto his knees. He's still really badly injured, by the way.
Now is the time to kill him, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Go stand near Appinicus, Gelidus. Put your hand on his shoulder.
The last cinders of like sheafs of papers smolder out. Are you gonna move over to where closer so he get some of your healing?
Yeah, from the aura vitality that's going on.
Okay. How much is it healing for?
So it does 2d6.
Okay. He looks over his shoulder at you and nods. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Borgel like reaches over and like puts a hand on Appinicus's shoulder and says, "Good elf."
Next on the agenda.
Actually, Ezra, make me a perception check. Yes, Jana?
I just wanted to ask if there was any change in Starlbrand or anyone else who we think is under a contract.
No,
I'm
good
gonna
question, but no.
I'm gonna use a sorcery point to re-roll that bill. So I got
I'm not looking,
an
so just
8
tell me.
total. I rolled a 1 on that one, which means I get to re-roll it.
I like where this is going.
This is a perception, right?
Yes.
8. It ended up as an 8 overall. Anyway.
Can I roll the same thing?
No,
No. Sorry.
only Ezra would have a chance to notice this.
All right.
All right. Affinicus stands up and looks at all of you and says, I need to go check on the dragons. And starts like stumbling out the door.
Yeah, we're gonna probably go with him because we have a dragon to check on too.
Yep.
Okay, is everyone going to the front?
Hey, look, Rhymeroth's there.
Yes, Jenna.
Wait, can we? Is Kiggy gonna come with us with Starlbrand? Is everyone going?
If you
Or
guys leave, then Kiggy will pick up Starlbrand and carry him out, yes.
okay.
And if Owen leaves, then Borgel will follow. And then you've also got Fodley's and there we go. At the
Hey, Calidus,
entrance.
where did all those where did all that healing go, Calidus?
Do you need healing?
Yes.
All right. I'll throw 2 rounds at you.
Great, thanks.
May I have one?
So 6 hit points of damage, or do you want to roll for it?
I just rolled 14 for Dirk.
Nice.
And then for Ezra,
Thank you.
hello that roll 3.
Exactly what I needed.
All right.
Hold on.
At the entrance of the cave, you see Rhymeroth dead. Only this time, Rhymeroth is a death dragon. But he also is like smoking a little bit, and it looks like whatever happened to his contract really fucked him up. You also see Hitherth, Zixon, 4-7, all in dragon form. And then you also see 141, Alpha Gamma Delta, and Alpha Sigma. So you see, basically when you come out, there is a fucking horde of dragons, right? There's one really large muscular silver dragon that you know is Zixon. And you recognize 4-7. She's not quite as large, but she is an adult. Hitherth looks like a young adult. 141 looks like a young adult silver dragon. And the other 2 are brass dragons, and they look like young adults also. Well, one of them is pretty small, like comparatively. They all also look like they just got the shit scared out of them by a massive death dragon, and all of them are also beat up except for the 2 brass dragons who didn't make the fight in time. But yes, all of them, when the rest of you come out, polymorph down into humanoids.
I guess Geldos is just going to throw it out there and just ask them in general, are you all right? Or is anybody in dire need of help right now?
Hitherth was the most badly hurt, Zixon says. In her humanoid form, she looks like a really battered elf woman, but we've stabilized her. When Reinroth came out, we thought there was going to be another fight, but just as he charged us, he collapsed and seems to have expired.
That was Epicnus's doing. Rhymeroth had an infernal contract of sorts that caused him to rise as a death dragon. And Epicnus's quick thinking may have saved all of us.
They notice the black-handed giant, and they look a little skeptical. Oh, shit, you know
He's
who else
fine.
is here? Is Alcior is also here. Forgot about him.
This is Borgle. He's okay.
Borgle. Yes. We've been talking, and 4-7 says that she can show us to the lair of the Great Protector. She said she found it. We would like to go there. I think it is a good place for our new friends, he motions to the young dragons, to hole up for a while, as well as for me to spend some time healing my sister. He motions to Hitherth. We've before we do that, though, we could take you back to Wonder. It's on the way anyway, and it's the least we could do.
I look over at Ezra and go, "Saddle up, partner."
That'd be really helpful.
Looking forward to learning from the best, Serwin. Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna
gonna
walk.
Gonna double check my notes before we just run off.
It's a long walk.
Can
Never
we?
mind,
there-
I'll fly.
The fuck?
Are there any scales? Any scales on the dragon, on the corpse of Rhymeroth?
I thought you were going to forget. Yes, there are scales. You can peel off probably a dozen.
All right, we each take 2.
We got real lucky that they didn't go away.
A lot of them did, but
Yeah. Hold on.
they also don't look red anymore. They look black and not rotten, but like, death-ified.
And that probably means they're even rarer.
How much do they weigh?
I don't know. 1.5 kilograms. Each.
We type in a fucking decimal.
How much did you say they weigh? 1/2 kilogram?
No, 1.5 kilograms each.
What is that in imperial?
It's like 4 pounds. Less 3.5 pounds.
I'm just gonna say 10 pounds. Cool. Everyone got their 2 death dragon scales.
Mhm.
Let's go home. Wait. I'm gonna look at the list again. Wait, are they gonna be able to transport Borgle too?
Yes.
And Epicnus is coming with us as well.
Yeah, they think they can carry everyone here. Borgle will have to ride solo on Zixon. But 4-7 can carry 2 people at least. Probably 3. Anyway, it'll all work, yeah. There's enough of them here. There's 5 other dragons to fly you.
Okay. And then like Rhymeroth's body is like really done now, right? Like it's clearly like actually gone now. Like he's not gonna come back.
I feel like you're asking me to predict the future, but it's clear that whatever this thing was is no longer animated or alive.
Okay, I'm fine with us just leaving then.
Do you want to take select elements of its spine just to be sure?
Remove the head and destroy the brain. No, I'm fine. We can go.
You've got red on you.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone happy? Everyone copacetic here? Okay.
Oh,
Was anybody
I'm
picking
sorry.
up the lance?
Yeah. Borgle picks up the lance.
I also I want to, before we go, I want to drop the siege engine into the forge so that it gets destroyed.
For that, you're going to have several people, and you're going to have to go
Yep.
back in there.
Sorry, can you guys come help me? You're a lot bigger than me.
Sure.
I have a +5 to my strength modifier, so, and I think
Do we wanna
Serwin has
ask
something
the-
similar.
The dragons?
I mean, they're pretty beat up. I know we are too.
Are
But
you? So you're saying out loud to the group? Does anyone help me push this into the lava?
yeah,
Fodley's is like, no.
Yeah.
why not?
Because it's a great invention. Because I poured my sweat and blood and life into this thing.
I'm concerned that it'll be used for evil purposes, as it already has been.
Then you should kill me too, because I was used for evil purposes.
It's a little bit
No,
different.
because
That's a
you-
false
you-
equivalency.
yeah,
No,
it's a
no, no, no,
false
no, 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 no. That's a false equivalency. And let's all just back up a little bit, all right? Destroying something that you created because you were forced to by coercion is a little different than destroying the device itself.
It doesn't sound too coercive. It sounds like he liked doing it.
Yeah, I did that because I wanted to. I just didn't want Rhymeroth to have it. This is one of the two things I've been working on for years. You can't take this away from me. This is my
I can give
life.
it back to Fodley's. I really trust Fodley's on this one.
Do you just
So
want us
you-
to have a cannon?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
no, I am for progress and invention and the betterment of
So you
all
wanna-
beings.
You want to leave it
Boom,
here.
Go boom.
You want to leave it here in an evil dragon's lair when the father of this evil dragon probably survived and probably flew off and could definitely come back for it.
Could one of the dragons
Well, that
who are
really
with
sounds
carry
like
it?
that sounds like a loaded question. We got all kinds of dragons here.
Yeah, it sounds bad when you say it that way.
I was asking
Yeah,
father.
exactly.
I want to come back for it. And it's
Okay.
not done yet. It can't quite. It's not functional yet. I mean, look at it. It's not finished.
So it can't. Are you the only one that could finish it?
I am the only one in the world who knows how to make one of these, except for, Claren. And she motions to Geld to start.
Ezra throws up his hands. Fine. I hate it here. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, Fodley. He doesn't like change.
Yaren says, I suppose I could make one, but I couldn't do the inscription things that you do.
Ezra glares at Karen.
Yaren or Fodley?
Yaren. I glare at both of them. I'm glaring at everyone.
Yeah.
It's time for Ezra's nap nap. He's grumpy.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't worry about the glaring. He just doesn't like being wrong either.
All right. So you're all flying back to Wonder. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. Wonder is more or less how you left it several days ago, except for the repairs have begun and all of the bodies have been buried or burned. The free people have left, and it looks like there is a new building being built near the fortress. The site of, as you first come over the horizon, there is an alarm sounded, and you can hear it because, 6 dragons are now flying towards the town. There's a lot of sort of preliminary panic until people see the colors of the dragons. And then there's a sort of like overwhelming wash of relief.
Am I on the same dragon as Ezra?
Sure.
I turn to him and I go, drop gold. Drop some of the gold.
Ezra hands the bag of holding to Dirk. Although he keeps one hand on it while
I'm not going to take all the gold.
While I presume Dirk starts scooping gold and jewels out and throwing them overboard.
I'm just taking some out and then I'm measuring height. I asked the dragon, I'm like, hey, can we go low so that this doesn't hurt people badly?
I'm going to be coming in for a landing in a second here. There's only the only spot big enough for all of them to land is either the town square or like the fortress, and it looks like they're aiming for the town square, so they come in, right, in that town square area.
All right, I'll just hold it, and when we land, I'm just gonna go like this.
Okay. We'll say that's 500 gold pieces less than it would have been otherwise.
Nice.
Look at Jenna's face. Yeah, I mean,
given most of it to him anyways.
Here the dragons sort of rest for a second, and they all drink out of the well. And Appinicus turns to the group. You should know, when you left before, I left not long after. I tracked down a dragon named Falruth. He was an ancient black dragon. That's where I found Hitherth and Zixon. Together, the three of us defeated him, Falruth, and killed him. In Falruth's possession was a infernal contract. It burned. It was his infernal contract. However, he also had missives from Rorsus, which is how we ended up tracking down Rorsus, which led us to where you were, which is how we convened in one spot. I don't know the breadth and the scope of what's going on here, but it is clearly larger than just Rhymeroth. And if there is an ancient black dragon and an ancient red dragon that potentially have infernal contracts, we've got bad problems. I'm going to order the BLE to stay here and train a new squadron of elves to stay in Wonder. And then I'm going back. The last thing he says is, "Thank you for your service."
Thank you for your help. Before you go, could you take a look at the other infernal contracts that were in that briefcase? And tell us what maybe they are.
It's a box, but yeah. Okay. So he pulls out the next one, and he says, "This is for a giant named Borgle." He scans it and says he is forced to serve a demon whose name I can't pronounce until, quote, "his heart is as black as his tongue and twice as rotten." whatever that means. And he hands the contract to you. He says, if you can destroy that one, you will free Borgle. He pulls up the last one and his eyes get wide. And he turns and shows it to you all. And all of the words are literally swimming across the paper. It like you can tell there's something written on it, but the things are constantly in motion.
Yeah, so we can't read who that one is.
I can't read anything about this. I don't even know what this is.
If I cast Detect Magic, do I know what's affecting it?
I mean, I don't think you really. I'm going to save you this Detect Magic and just say, like, there's some sort of infernal protection on this one.
Okay.
My guess is that's the one that is affecting Starlbrand by process of elimination. That would be
Phala.
my guess. Yeah. Well, that one was about her parents, though, we
Right.
think, right? Bill, you said it was a demon for the Borgle one?
He just guessed. He said it's whatever. He said some infernal demonic name that I can't pronounce.
Fiendish. Okay. And his heart, until his heart is as black as his tongue and twice as rotten.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got to try to find a way to get Borgle out of that contract.
Do we think it'd be worth it to try to throw a Dispel Magic on the one that we can't read?
Well, I think Bill, by telling me that, Detect Magic doesn't work, there's some other shenanigans on it.
Yeah, also, I actually was reading about that, and, like, it's real hard. Like, the rules are kind of like Counterspell and Dispel are supposed, Counterspell specifically has to target a person that you can see as casting in the description. And
Well,
Dispel, while it's supposedly applicable to items, is supposed to be, like, really limited in how it can affect certain
yeah, I mean, you pick a
magical
creature,
items.
object, or magical effect within range for Dispel Magic.
I mean, I'll throw it out there. Then it's up to Bill whether it works or not.
Are you gonna use it right now, or are you just are you saying it's an idea?
Yeah, you have to roll a d20 to see if what you get.
I can use it right now.
Are we not
I mean,
worried
do
it
we
might
want
make
to?
somebody explode?
Counterspell specifically says you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell.
Right, but this is a Dispel Magic, which is
Right.
different. Dispel Magic is a 3rd level abjuration spell. And it targets effects, not like.
Right, I was getting to that one next.
Sorry.
I read these earlier because I was thinking about this also.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna try some shit.
I'm gonna try it, so I'll cast it.
Okay.
And you just let me know.
What level are you casting it at?
Level 4. So if it's a 4th level or below effect, it automatically dispels.
Yeah, so the way I read this is someone has cast a spell on something, right? And then you're seeking to end that spell, which is not really the case here.
Okay. Doesn't work. Well, it didn't work, guys.
His words are still swimming. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we can. We definitely can't really do anything about that one. Unless, well, yeah, I don't think it's worth trying to dispel magic again. As far as the one for Borgle, I can try to study it and see if there might be a way out of it. Because there are loopholes. We can all study it, really.
Actually, Ezra, you can also make a perception check.
These are going so well for me tonight. That's a 19.
Oh yeah, your book definitely wants your attention. All this demonic all this infernal contracts are making it definitely want your attention.
We're just out in the open right now, like in the middle of town.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ezra will. Oh God. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Ezra will take the book out. Who cares? I don't care. Ezra will take the book out. And open it to see what the book wants.
Okay. The book opens to a section about infernal contracts, and it's a big section, but it opens specifically to a page where it talks about protections on contracts. It indicates that sufficiently powerful demons or devils can protect their contracts by imbuing them with like their own sort of power. That power has to be borrowed either from the person signing the contract or the infernal being signing the contract, or both. But once that's done, that's it. Like that contract is protected in that specific way forever. It lists some of the common ones, like inability to burn the contract, or inability to read the contract, or inability to move the contract, or inability to see the contract. Yeah. It also seems to indicate that there are multiple ways to undo these things, the most proficient of which is to kill either of the people who signed the contract. But of course, this book would say that.
Great. I share that information with the group.
Hold on. The page turns before you can close it. On the other side, there is a section about specifically parents who sign their children over to infernal contracts. It highly recommends not doing this. This book, keep in mind, is garnered towards the infernal people supposedly using it. It says that doing this almost always draws the attention of gods or other powerful celestial beings.
Ezra will turn to Owen and Galadis specifically and share that information, as there have been a number of interventions primarily directed at them while we've been here.
I can try and pray to the goddess and see if she'll intervene, or I mean, I can't.
Yes, we could do that.
I think that's a great idea.
It's worth a shot.
Is that a D100 bill?
No, just tell me what you're going to do. Are you going to just pray? Or are you going to...
Yeah, I want to pray for, Phala, just in case. Intervention.
Okay. Galadis?
Yeah. I'd probably maybe on top of praying, invoke my divine power, just to put me in the right space.
Okay. So it's Fei-Li, not Fela. And so for everyone else, you see the two of them like kneel down and pray, and nothing happens. Owen and Gelidus, there is a sort of hitching of time, almost like some sort of stuttering, perhaps like on a video game that has bad ping. And then as like time catches back up, you see two beings standing in the square. An old grumpy man and a steel-colored dragon. You recognize these beings. You've seen them before. It's the two gods that you spoke with previously. The old man sneers. None of my business. I don't see why this is our business, he says. Go ahead, Owen.
I sneer back at him.
The dragon sort of has a more patient approach. This is a child, brother. These are against the rules, and you know this. Children, adults, what difference does it make? And the dragon turns to him and says, think of it like this. If they can come here and do this to a child of our world, how long can the balance we've maintained last? Oh, fine, he says. You, he points to you, Gelidus. I need my book back, please.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You forgot you had that book, didn't you?
I was just holding it for you.
He snatches it from you, kind of like, and then like flips through the pages for a while, and then finds a specific page, and then hands it back to you. Go there. That's where you can find the godforsaken thing. But make sure you're prepared. It'll take everyone who we want to go with you, but if you go like you are now, you'll just die anyway, and the fucking child will be the same the way it is. He motions to Fei-Li. The dragon says, thank you, brother. Then he turns to you, Owen, and says, rest, regain power, perhaps consult with your friends from another place. This contract was signed in another world, somewhere beyond the reach of Kryn. This book will take you there and your companions, but you must be ready to go.
Very well.
Good luck, and I see that you are likely to leave our world again soon, but should you return, you may call on us again. You have done a great service, and I am grateful. Yes, they killed a fucking dragon. Now, brother, you know that's not all they did. And he sort of grumbles. And then they disappear. And real time kicks back in.
I'll look at Gelidus for a moment.
Gelidus looks at the book to kind of read what it, like where does it say where it's sending them, or is it some sort of incantation, or?
It's an incantation.
Friends, I don't know what you all saw, but we just spoke with the two gods that kidnapped us before.
Didn't look like you did.
I know it didn't, but we did.
All right.
We have an incantation that can bring us to somewhere with a solution to help these people. Hopefully.
Help both Borgel and your sister.
Well, help my. Have I said that to you guys? No.
Sorry,
No.
So
this
yeah,
woman.
this
Apologies for that.
they're gonna kill that poor woman.
They're gonna kill that poor woman.
Yes, this saving this woman, and we'll probably be able to beat the answer out of whatever we fight.
They did say we can't go now, though,
Yes, we have to rest up
and be prepared.
and be prepared. Yes,
Do you know where we need to go?
it's an incantation. It's probably going to take us somewhere.
Probably somewhere even worse than here.
Yeah, I have to do this, but you don't. If you don't want to.
What the fuck do you mean worse than here? You're in the City of Wonder. It's beautiful here.
I'm at the royal here.
That's just like you're a Pinnicus, man.
You all might realize that Ezra seems inordinately upset about the whole
Everything. The
plane,
whole situation is
the whole
on
plane
Ezra.
of Kryn, and I don't know. Maybe you have ideas about why, but Ezra seems really to have a hankering to leave.
So how long until we can incant into the seven hells? It sounds awesome.
We should rest. We should rest and spend some of our gold, I think.
And we need to, when we do decide to leave, and he kind of pauses for a second and takes a deep breath and says, when we decide to leave, we have some things to take care of at the Radiant Citadel. We need to figure out if there's anywhere else that we're needed. And as soon as we feel like we are ready and there are no other more pressing obligations, Owen, of course we're going with you. Or at least I am. I shouldn't speak for everyone.
Well,
I'll be going with you as well.
Yaren, Fodley's sort of like doesn't really know what to do with herself, but Yaren takes off running towards your house, Gelidus. You can imagine there's going to be a reunion with your mother soon. Alzior, or Alxior, whichever way you want to pronounce it, indicates that he would like to go with the dragons to the lair of the Great Protector to spend some time with them and his mother.
Oh,
The Zixon turns to 4-7, who turns back into an elf woman. She approaches you all and walks up first to Zerwin and throws her arms around you and give you a huge hug and says, "Thank you." And then turns to Owen and hugs Owen as well and says, "Thank you." And then
You're most welcome.
to Jana and gives you a big hug and visits each of you and hugs you like fiercely and, you know, genuinely. And when she's done, she steps back and says, "I would have died a slave if I hadn't met you. There's no way I can thank you, but know that whenever you return to these lands, I will be here, and you have friends here, friends who are eternally grateful."
No thanks so necessary.
Is there anything else that you or the dragons would ask of us before we leave?
wait, I thought we were sticking around to stimulate the local economy.
No, thank you.
Dirk was going to start a shop called Socks.
Yeah.
I was going to buy some stuff, but apparently we're not.
Oh. We're not leaving immediately. I'm
Jeez.
making sure that there aren't any more side quests.
Forever
You know when you like
7001.
say goodbye to somebody outside the building and then you got to walk through the parking lot and say goodbye to them near the car again? That's what this feels like right now, you guys.
Oh, it's awkward. It's terrible every time.
I'm going to see this lady outside the tavern in like 48 hours and be like, hey.
You're absolutely not, because they turn back into dragons and fly away like they said they were going to. Yeah.
It's a long way to that parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she meant the royal here.
Yeah. As in, like, the land that she inhabits, I suppose. Alcior goes with them. Fodley's sort of turns to you all and says, can I go back to inventing things here?
It literally depends.
On what?
What you're going to invent. Is it going to explode everybody?
Well, I didn't finish the mining cart. I'd like to.
The mining cart would be perfect for the dragon
really
metal
good one.
mines. Yeah, whatever you do, please try to help the people here with your inventions.
And Fodley's, 2 of your cannons are here.
Cannons?
2 of the siege engines. They're I
2
had
of those
planned.
big fucking boom tubes.
Oh, the fire breathers.
That's what you call them?
Yes.
Makes
The
sense.
Graham Nortons.
I had a mind to send 1 each to the dwarves and the elves because they sent their armies here to protect the city. My guess is you would prefer that they stay here.
Yes, I mean, if they're going to be sent elsewhere, then I should be paid for them. I literally almost died for them.
Yeah, they literally almost killed us too.
I'm fine with relinquishing them to you. I would ask that you work with the dwarves and the elves so that they know what kinds of technology might be arriving to this continent.
Aside from the 3 that we have now, it will take years before they have enough dragon metal to build. Well, maybe they can build 1 a year from now on. It's about... Reinroth had been stealing dragon metal for years to save up enough to build those ones.
So we're starting mutually assured destruction amongst the elves and dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just leave them at Wonder?
That would be my vote. They can
Set
stay
them up
here
as
with
protection
me.
for Wonder. Yeah.
So like some kind of NATO kind of situation.
I mean,
No,
I think that
put 'em on
that's
the
what I
fucking
was
wall.
saying is relinquish. They're your property. You invented them, but the dwarves and the elves are likely going to have questions and may want to examine them and talk to you and learn from you. And just be prepared for that.
The dwarves and the elves can go fuck themselves unless they're going to steal my technology. If they want to
You
come
sound-
here
I
and...
like this guy.
It's a woman,
You
but
sa-
yeah.
You sound well prepared.
Yeah.
And I wash my hands of this.
I like sassy Ezra. It's fun. Ezra's like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you.
Fodley's kind of nods and says, very well, and walks off towards the castle. Keep. Fortress, whatever it's called. Who else? So you have Appinicus. He went to go talk to the Black Lotus Eaters. You have Borgle. And you have Kiggy and Starlbrand. Kiggy says, I'm going to take Starlbrand to the inn and put him in a room there and stay with him until he is better. And she walks off with him, which leaves Borgle.
Borgle.
People in Kryn have never seen a giant. There is a crowd amassing.
Zerwin should make an announcement or something about Borgle being chill.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go out and say, townspeople, This is Borgle. He's a giant. He's not from this world, but he is friendly and means you no harm.
There's a lot of murmuring. As a giant, what's a giant? I guess he is kind of giant, isn't he? Someone raises their hand. It's like a 12-year-old kid.
Yes.
What does he eat?
12-year-old children. Oh, I'm just
Come
kidding.
on.
I'm just kidding. He eats what other people eat.
11-year-old children.
Yeah, slightly smaller children.
Borgle like deer, fish, bread. There's some like not disagreement amongst the town people that are still here. Yeah, that's what I like too. Yeah, that's true. I like that too.
We ask that, while Borgle is here, please be kind. Borgle, do you mind if people talk to you?
Borgle talk.
But please, when Borgle is tired, please respect his privacy and let him rest. He's had a long journey.
I love how this is a conversation that you would be having with your 6-year-old. Maybe you had this conversation earlier today and you're using the same voice to listen. When daddy is tired, you need to respect his privacy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, there's some, he's going to get a lot of stares and, maybe a lot of questions, but it looks like they respect you.
I lean over to Gelidus and I'm like, hey, didn't that contract say that Borgle's got like a tongue infection? Should we find a vet or something?
I
Vet?
think it's the demonic contract, right? That is causing some sort of infection. So we got to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the heart. Does he have like giant heart tongue disease?
Well, that's what we have to go fight.
Yeah, we have to destroy the contract, and then once we do that, he should be fine, I think.
But we don't
I
know
just
that
thought the
it's
contract
same.
said that his heart being as diseased as his tongue, and so I was just worried about the current state of his tongue.
We don't know that it's the same being who forced them to sign the contracts. It could be different fiends. However, because all these contracts are together, maybe it's it's all right to assume that it was the same fiend. I was going to ask Borgle about some of the specific wording. Do people think that that's a bad idea?
No. Well,
It's
everybody.
not a bad idea. You just might not get much out of him.
Yeah. Borgle.
Little thing.
You can call me that or Ezra if you would prefer.
Ezra.
It's good to actually get on a real first name basis with you. That's something I'm working on getting better at, is actually really introducing myself to people. So your contract that you signed, it said that you were required to serve a fiend until your heart is as black as your tongue and twice as rotten.
You don't get much of a reaction.
I go, Borgle, go like this.
Yeah, actually, that's actually what he does anyway. He's like,
how does his tongue look?
It looks like a tongue.
Were you known among in your world for anything using your words in a way that was hurtful or dishonest?
He's currently like walking in a slow circle, trying to get a better look at his tongue. Burger, have no friends.
Why don't you have any friends?
Whoa. Burgle have one friend, two friend. Gelidus, Owen friend.
What the shit, man? I'm right here.
Well, Borgle, I hope that
Lizard men might be friend. Don't know
you'll
lizard man.
consider the rest
Absolutely.
of us as your friends as well. I would hope.
You would
Yep.
be a
Again,
Borgle friend, Ezra?
Ezra. There's Dirk and Jana and Zerwin down there at the
Dirk.
bottom.
Purple-haired man friend too?
Absolutely.
This
Can
most
he
friends
just say,
Borgle ever
Jenna,
have.
friend?
Sarah friend.
Friend.
Jenna friend too?
And we're going to do whatever we can to try to help you.
When Bad Lady came to Borgle house, Borgle told her she bad have to leave. Borgle called her bad names. Borgle curse her and her mother and her father and her children forever.
Were they
That might,
good curses?
that might explain the wording.
No curse is always bad, Dirk.
Yeah, but were they strong?
Borgle not powerful wizard.
I believe in you anyways, buddy.
Why did you sign a contract with her?
She's
Woman
gonna give
have
him the deer and stuff.
woman have all food forever. More food than Borgle ever eat forever, whole life. Fish and deer and bread and beer. Now Borgle's hands fall off.
What?
Fingers hurt.
It's not going to happen. We're going to save
Yeah.
you.
We're gonna do everything we can to help you.
Would you like a beer?
Yeah.
Can we get Borgle a keg of beer?
You did have a lot of soldiers here that just won a battle.
Oh, so we don't have anything.
Yeah, there might be some stuff.
Half a keg.
There
Half a keg.
there might be some stuff fermenting right now, but it's probably not quite ready.
You don't think there's anything left in the end?
Yeah, there's probably a little. Probably get him a beer. Okay, it's late. Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight before you go?
No.
Yeah,
Check.
I'm
Itinerary.
gonna go over to Ezra and be like, "Hey, Ezra, will you hold on to the crown?"
If you'd like me to, are you sure that I should be responsible for it?
Well, I'm worried that this new axe is gonna eat my crown.
Yeah. I haven't had any issues with the book eating items, so it should be okay.
Well, I should say, I understood that that's what was happening, right? That when my other axe was destroyed, or do I not understand that? I guess I.
Oh no, you absolutely know, and you know that it will feast again at some point.
Yep. I'm gonna return it to Harmech. I just don't
Yeah.
want my axe to eat it in the meantime, and I think we should get it back to him sooner rather than later if we're going to be leaving.
We're gonna give. How do we feel about giving the crappy magic? Not crappy. How do we feel about giving the magic stopping arrows back to Pinnacus? Everyone good with that?
Can we ask if he really needs them?
Sure.
Okay.
I also go over to Jana and say, Jana, do you want this necklace? Because this will also probably get eaten. It glows when we're near demons.
Do you take the necklace off?
Not yet. I asked her if she wanted it.
Thank you, Zerman.
Okay, now I'll try to take it off.
You can't take the necklace off.
Oops, sorry. I feel like a real silly goose, Jana. This fucker won't come off.
Okay.
It's like too small to get around your head, and there's no clasp.
How did I put it on?
It was big enough to go around your head when you put it on.
Jesus.
It's a choker, okay?
How much have I been eating?
Stop
Okay.
doing neck push-ups.
Sorry, Jana.
Thanks for the thought.
Kind of do want to talk to the dwarves one more time, but I'm afraid it's gonna get eaten.
Well, you guys can talk to more people next session, but for right now, is there anything else you want to do tonight before we end? Because that was a
No.
pretty good session. You guys did a lot of stuff.
We were blown up several times.
Yeah, 2 people died again. Yeah. Okay. Let's do danger awesome points. I'm gonna check to see. It looks like there's only 2 people on, but do danger awesome points, please.
Mine is going to Jana for
Yeah, mine's going to Jenna as well.
really bad at doing traps and then really good later on. So
I was
improving
gonna mind the
over
Jetta
the
for get me killed. By saying, oh yeah, totally. No, it's okay. Open the door.
Oh man, are we gonna make it a clean sweep? Yeah, mine goes to Jana as well. I think that's a clean sweep there.
Dirk, did you say yet?
Oh yeah, no, it's totally going to Jana for all of the reasons, and also for using danger awesome points when it was helpful to do so.
Jana, who are you gonna give yours to?
Owen, who saved the party again.
Yeah, actually, good call.
Owen also gets my danger awesome point for also volunteering to stand close to Jana just to give her an extra +4, even though he saw the consequences of standing close to Jana before he got there.
I'm paladin. I'm lawful stupid.
Last call for the crowd. We have a danger awesome point for Jana from the crowd. That was the only vote tonight. Thank you, the banana one. You can thank the banana one for that.
Thank you.
Banana one.
We need to check in about the pronunciation of that because there's an extra Anna, I think, or 2. And I don't
Like
ever want to say the
Bananarama?
name. No, banana and 1. I don't
Anna
know.
Banana or Banana Anna?
No, the banana and 1.
The banana Anna?
The one and
Yeah,
only?
look at it. There's an extra Anna.
I just want it to be the banana, though. It's, when the banana logs on, the banana says it's banana time.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
Oh, yeah, and it does say bananas here. Very
yeah.
good.
Does she use a banana phone when she...
What's that?
Ring, rung.
What's the name of that guy, Kyle? Dirk, Kyle, the one who drew the banana. I am a banana!
Oh, it's like Doug Hofstetter or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am a banana. That guy. You gotta look that guy up, Banana One. If you don't know that guy already, you gotta look that guy up because his whole series is pretty amazing.
Don Hertzfeld.
Don Hertzfeld.
Yeah, his stuff's great.
Yeah.
It's really incredible.
Okay. I'm gonna end the stream. Night,
Night,
streamers.
All right.